Hey, it's Professor Bear here. I'm going to be talking about this fall's Info 7375 Branding and AI class. This is Professor Nina's Harris class. I'm basically just technical support. What I do is I make sure people have the skills to actually work for a branding and marketing company. If you are a coming from an engineering degree, you're going to be helping them with AI, particularly things like Agentic AI and technical stuff. So I've created a whole series of videos to help specifically with that class. In fact, we have a project called Madison. And what we do in Madison is we build a lot of Agentic tools and AI tools for branding and marketing. And what that means is you don't have to be a super technical person to take this class because we'll primarily use a tool called n8n. n8n is a visual tool. In fact, I can literally type into ChatGPT or Claude, hey, create me an n8n workflow to do X. But this is like, for example, a brand monitoring workflow. You would look at brand variables and you would get news and other news and fetch competitors and do a bunch of stuff. So each one of these is a step. Basically, my role is to create a lot of tutorials and a lot of examples of how to use AI applied to branding and marketing. Nina's the real teacher in the class. She's the one with a ton of brand experience. She's a brand director for a lot of big companies. I'm not going to say which because I don't remember them all, but a bunch of them. She'll make another video telling you her extensive history in branding and marketing. But the idea is people want to get a job. To get a job, you need a couple things. If you're coming from an engineering perspective, you need to have technical skills. You need to be able to build things. That's what engineers do. They build things. But you also got to know something about the industry. And so that's what Nina does. She gets you in touch with, in fact, we have a speaker series. Every week we have experts. This is from Alderman and Ward, a very famous branding and marketing firm. They spoke of, she has a bunch of rock stars who come every week from branding and marketing to speak. And then you learn about the industry from the industry perspective. What you also do is work on portfolio pieces. So, for example, this is a student, Narshima. I don't remember whether he had web experience or not coming into the class, but we use AI tools to help. So this is the portfolio website you make. You're going to make a website. If you don't know how to make a website, again, my job is technical support. Well, we have a lot of videos on how to do this. A lot of this is done with prompting. Asking AI, build this, change this, build this, change this, build this, change this. But you can build a website like this for your own portfolio pretty much entirely through prompting. And we'll go through that. But what Nina's perspective is even if you build a website like this, it's got to convey a story. It's got to convey a message. Just putting a bunch of random stuff on a website, even if the website works, is not going to help you get a job. And so Nina will take you through that. These are Nina's slides. So basically, the idea is you would want to take this course for two reasons. One, you want to work on your own personal brand, your own personal portfolio. Essentially, when you get a job, you sell yourself. Selling yourself means you're branding yourself and you're marketing yourself. So you learn how to do that, how to brand and market yourself. This is also for people who want to work for, as an engineer or a project manager for an advertising or marketing company. Because to do that, you need to understand sort of what is branding and marketing. So this is me. I'm the nerd. I'm basically technical support. I'm not an official teacher in the class. I'm just basically doing support to make sure people have hands-on skills. Because a lot of the people coming on are coming from an engineering program, and they're going to be hired as engineers or project managers. Nina's the real expert here, with a ton of awards and a lot of experience in branding and marketing. So you're going to learn this framework. We'll have a lot of your learning the framework is learning by doing. We'll have a lot of videos, and we already have a lot of videos on how to build things. But again, the framework is a visual one. So you don't need to be a super expert in programming to do this. You're basically connecting stuff. And then you can use these language models to help you build this, to help you build this, to help you build this, etc. We'll go over in gory detail of how to do this. But you'll learn, this is an important skill, building agents. You'll learn to build agents, and you will build agents. But you don't have to come from a technical background to start. So if you're a project manager type and you're worried about, oh, there's some programming, we got you covered. Same thing for the website. So if you don't know React, if you don't know HTML, we teach you how to use the excuse me, language models to work with that. Here's some other portfolios. I don't know who of the students are coming from a web dev background, but I would say most of the students don't have an experience with web dev. These are the kinds of things they build with the sites, and so you're going to build your own resume. You're going to build an optimized resume for different things. You're going to build your portfolio, build up your GitHub, and you're going to have a portfolio website. Portfolio. So you're going to work on your personal brand, and you're going to work on the Madison framework to learn Agentic AI to basically work either as a project manager for an advertising firm or marketing firm, or an engineer for an advertising firm or marketing firm. This will give you a big leg up on somebody with an engineering degree without this kind of specific market experience. So you're going to learn branding, marketing theory, not only for your personal brand, how to market yourself, but also how to work for a marketing and branding company. You're also going to learn Agentic AI in the Madison framework. We've built a framework to help you do this. Again, it's a visual framework. So you're going to be drawing a lot of pictures. These pictures are going to run and do actual things. So you're going to enhance the Madison framework with a bit and document it. And then you are going to have a case study for your portfolio and resume. Basically, you're going to work on your personal brand throughout the whole thing. This is particularly important for people who are about to graduate. If this fall is your last semester, or even if next summer is your last semester, basically what you're going to do when you get a job is market yourself. Unfortunately, a lot of students have no clue how to market yourself, so they make a lot of mistakes. And that can extend months into the job search process. So if you want to know how to market yourself effectively by somebody with a ton of experience in this, then this is the course for you. So you are going to learn about brands. You're going to learn about brand assets. You're going to make a LinkedIn article. You're going to work on your portfolio. We have it all spaced out. I believe the midterm on that chart is a project-based one. I don't want to speak for Nina because I am not the instructor of this class. But I think it was last time as opposed to just branding and marketing terms. But this is not rocket science. We're not doing calculus in branding. This is the main thing. It's about portfolio. So you are going to basically create a personal brand. And that's critical for you getting a job. It can, make your job search a month less if you know how to effectively brand and market yourself. This is what you're doing. When you get a job, you are branding and marketing yourself. So grading breakdown, attendance, quizzes, participation. The difference between participation and attendance. So participation is actually contributing. Attendance is having your butt in the seat. We have assignments, personal brand, working on the framework. So you should know some basic prompting, but my bet is pretty much every student uses ChatGPT or Claude for everything, and no matter what your degree is. So you should be fine if you can use language models like ChatGPT and Claude. You're going to learn to extend it more deeply. You're going to learn how to effectively use things like ChatGPT and Claude, and you're going to learn how to actually build code, working code for n8n, and working code for a website using your prompting skills with things like ChatGPT and Claude. So you'll leave with real world understanding. We have a speaker series, and so you're going to talk to a lot of little rock stars in branding and marketing about their experience of what is this field. You are, every class has some branding rock star in it. And that's about an hour or so of the class every week. You're going to have a fully formed portfolio and personal brand. And then you're going to have hands-on experience with prompting and Agentic AI. So we encourage you to reach out to students in the class. We have, I believe, we're going to do this on a Zoom session soon. And a lot of the students in the class have volunteered to basically vouch for the class. Mina can, give you names of people who you can basically talk to directly about the class, see what their experience is, see whether they'd recommend it to you. But that's probably the best way to do it. Don't take our word for it. Don't take Nina's word for it. Talk to somebody who took the class, and, particularly if they're a friend of yours and you know them, take their word for it. Okay, that's it. Nina will do a much better video than this. I just wanted to do something very quick. My role here is basically technical support. I'm the one who helps when people get stuck on agentic workflows or technical things. But you will learn a lot about the brand world, what branding is, what marketing is, developing a personal brand, which is basically what you do when you get a job. If you don't do it when you get a job, your job search is just much, much more difficult. And you'll learn some effective prompting and agentic AI tools like n8n. Okay, that's it for this class. Do the like, share, subscribe thing, and that's it.